My partner declared, "I'm finished hearing about your emotions and requirements. You're overly sensitive for a guy." I replied, "Understood." After that, I completely stopped opening up, even about the fact that I'd received a job offer in a different state. When the moving van arrived, and she had no clue I'd already accepted it. I, 31 male, was preparing supper at 6:47 p.m. on a Tuesday when my fiancée, 29, said the words that ended our relationship. We were meant to go over the wedding budget. Her parents were paying for the venue and food, $22,000 in total. We were supposed to divide the cost of the open bar, photographer, and DJ. It came to roughly $1,600, $1,800 each. I'd suggested we should review our finances together before finalizing anything. She banged her water glass on the table. "Oh my God, not this discussion again. I simply think we ought to. No, I'm done. I'm done hearing about your emotions and concerns. You're too sensitive for a man. Do you realize how draining that is? Every single choice needs a full conversation. My father never behaved like this. He just took care of things and let my mother organize everything. I'm not your father. Clearly, because he was actually masculine." I stood there gripping a spatula. The pasta was starting to scorch. "You want me to stop expressing my emotions? I want you to stop having so many emotions, or at least keep them private. I'm not your counselor. Understood? Don't be overdramatic." I switched off the burner. I'd lost my hunger. That night I made my decision. She didn't want to hear my emotions. She would hear absolutely nothing from me. The next morning at 9:23 a.m., a LinkedIn notification. A recruiter, senior software architect role, another state 850 miles away. 105K salary bump plus 12K signing bonus and complete relocation assistance. Normally I would have shown her. Talked it through together. Not this time, I replied, very interested. "When can we schedule a call?" Phone interview at 2 p.m. I aced it. Second round on Friday. Came home. She was scrolling on her phone. "How was your day?" "Fine. You're acting strange." "Just exhausted." Panel interview Friday. 6 interviewers, 2 hours. I dominated it. They said they'd extend an offer by Monday. I didn't mention any of it to her. Offer arrived Monday at 11:08 a.m. I accepted at 11:34 a.m. Start date in 6 weeks. Began apartment searching that evening. Found a place in 3 days. 1 bedroom, good building, $1,680 monthly. Signed the lease, first, last, and security. $5,140 up front. Move-in date in 5 weeks. Our current lease expired in 7 weeks, only my name on it. I'd signed it before we lived together. Perfect timing, gave my 2 weeks notice at work on Wednesday. My manager was disappointed but supportive, started clearing out belongings, sold items online. My fiancé loved that. "See, this is what I've been telling you. You had so much clutter." "Yeah." Rented a storage unit 2 weeks later. $165 per month. Began transferring things there on Saturdays. Told her I was donating everything. Week 4. Her mother phoned about final wedding arrangements. "We need your guest list by next week." Better check with her on that. "Is everything all right? You sound distant." "Just swamped." Well, we're all thrilled. Only 5 months left. Right. Week 5. Reserved the moving truck, 20-footer from a local company. $950 including insurance. Scheduled for Friday at 9 a.m. My fiancée had mentioned weeks earlier she'd be working from home all day Friday. Back-to-back video calls until at least 3 p.m. even better. She'd be there to witness it. Thursday night I hardly slept. Not anxious. Excited. She got up Friday at 8 a.m. brewed coffee. Settled at her laptop in the living room. "Big meeting day. Try not to make noise, okay?" "No issue." 8:47 a.m. my phone vibrated. Movers were 10 minutes away. 8:58 a.m. the truck arrived. Update 1. She was on a video conference when the doorbell rang. "Can you get that?" she whispered urgently, camera off. I opened the door, 3 workers with hand trucks. "Here for the pickup." "Yes." "Let's get started." I began directing them. My furniture, my boxes, my electronics. My fiancée's head snapped around. She raised one finger. "Wait 1 minute." She turned her camera back on, smiling. "Sorry about that. Let me share my screen." The crew continued working. First load out. My couch. She glanced over, glanced at me, glanced at the workers, mouthed, "What's going on?" I pointed to my phone, texted her. "Moving. Stay on your call." Her eyes widened dramatically. She tried to speak, but her manager was presenting. She unmuted. "Yes, I agree with that strategy." Her voice trembled. Second load, my television, my desk, my bookcase. She texted back, "What do you mean moving?" "Exactly what it appears to be." "Where?" "Another state, new position, starting Monday." Her camera remained on. I watched her expression shift from confusion to panic to rage. But she couldn't speak. Her whole team was listening. She typed, "You can't simply leave. We're supposed to get married. You said you were finished hearing my emotions, so I stopped sharing them, including the job offer. This is crazy. Have to go. Crew needs direction." She rose, forgot her camera was active, walked toward me. "I'm in a meeting." Someone called through her laptop speakers. She stopped, turned back, sat down again, camera on. "Sorry, technical issues." The crew worked for 3 hours. Everything I owned went into the truck. Roughly 65% of the apartment's furnishings. She remained on video calls the whole time. Watched helplessly as our home was stripped bare, kept muting and unmuting, asking me what was happening between meetings. I already explained. "You can't do this. I'm doing it. We're supposed to marry in 5 months. Not anymore. My parents spent $22,000. Your parents. Not me. I never agreed to cover anything." 11:52 a.m. the crew finished loading. I walked over to where she sat. She was on another call, camera off this time. I placed my key and garage opener on the table in front of her. "Lease ends in 2 weeks. You're not listed on it. Figure it out." Her mouth opened. No words emerged. I walked out, shut the door, got in my car, followed the truck. My phone began ringing at 12:14 p.m. Her meeting had ended. I ignored it. By the time I stopped for fuel an hour later, I had 18 missed calls and 32 messages. I read them at the gas station. "Pick up your phone. You can't do this to me." "Where are you headed? What state?" "I'm calling the police. This is theft." "Of what?" "My own belongings. My mom is losing it." "Everyone is asking where you are. Answer me. I'll cancel the wedding." "You're leaving me with nothing. The apartment is empty. You're a monster." "I called your mom. She doesn't know anything. Where are you?" I powered off my phone, drove the remaining 6 hours in silence. Arrived at my new apartment at 7:23 p.m. Crew unloaded. Tipped them $200 total. They finished by 9 p.m. Ordered takeout Chinese. Sat on my couch. Turned my phone back on. 63 missed calls, over 100 texts, 12 voicemails. The voicemails escalated perfectly. VM1. "What the hell is happening? Call me immediately." VM3. "The landlord confirmed the lease ends in 2 weeks and only your name is on it. What am I supposed to do?" VM6. "My mom is crying. Do you realize what you've done? We have to cancel everything." "Fine, fine. If you want to throw away 3 years, go ahead, but you're paying half this wedding. My parents are consulting a lawyer." "I know you're seeing this. I know you're ignoring me. You're a coward. You're pathetic. Everyone will know what you did." I texted her once. "You told me you were finished hearing my emotions and needs. I took you seriously. Stopped sharing anything, including the job offer, the new apartment, and the move. The lease ends in 2 weeks. Only my name on it. Handle it as you wish. Don't contact me again." Blocked her number, blocked her family, went to sleep. Saturday morning. First day exploring my new city, felt incredible. Checked email over breakfast. 26 messages. Her mom, her sister, her dad, her best friend, 2 of her cousins, her moms. "You have humiliated our entire family. Do you know what it's like to call 180 guests and cancel a wedding? Do you know how much money we've lost? $22,000. $22,000. You will be hearing from our attorney. What you did is illegal. You can't just abandon someone you're engaged to. We will sue you for every cent." I replied. "I never signed any wedding contract, never contributed financially. You planned it without my involvement because your daughter said she didn't want to hear my emotions. Sue me if you wish. You'll lose." Her dad's email was briefer. "I raised my daughter to be strong, maybe too strong. But what you did, leaving without a word, that's not how men act. Men communicate. Men resolve issues. Call me." Didn't reply, blocked them all. Sunday afternoon, knock at my door, looked through the peephole, my ex-fiancée, her sister. Her mom, "How did they locate me?" I opened the door with the chain latched. "How did you get this address?" "Your mother gave it to me," my ex shouted. "After I told her you abandoned me." Note to self, speak with mom. "You need to leave. We drove 9 hours to speak with you." I said don't contact me. Her mom stepped forward. "You owe us an explanation. You owe us money. We spent thousands." "You spent thousands on a wedding I never agreed to fund. You're twisting everything," her sister shouted. "She had one bad day and you destroyed your entire life." Actually, she had multiple bad days where she told me I was too emotional and she was tired of hearing my feelings. So I stopped sharing them. "One comment," my ex screamed. "You're doing all this over one comment." The comment that ended it. Yes, the breaking point of many comments. Her mom was crying now. "We can't recover the deposits. Do you understand? $22,000 is just gone. We're not wealthy." Then perhaps don't plan an expensive wedding without confirming both parties want it. You proposed, my ex shrieked. I did 9 months ago, before you spent months telling me my feelings were a burden. Security arrived, must have been called by a neighbor. Everything okay here? These people are harassing me. I've asked them to leave. You heard him. Time to go? You can't kick us out. We drove 9 hours, her sister protested. Ma'am, this is private property. Leave or I call the police. They left, screaming the entire way to their car about lawyers and revenge and karma. I watched from my window as they sat in the car for 20 minutes. Arguing, crying, finally drove off, started my new job Monday. It was fantastic. Update 2, week 1 at the job. My ex discovered my work email. Sent me a long message Tuesday morning. Subject, please read this. Didn't read it, forwarded to HR. My ex-fiancé is harassing me. I ended the relationship after she told me she was done hearing my feelings. She's not coping well. HR contacted her and warned her to stop or they'd take legal action. She stopped emailing work, got served papers Thursday. At my new apartment, she was actually suing me. The claim: breach of promise to marry and unjust enrichment. She sought $11,000, half the wedding deposits, took it to an attorney Friday. Consultation cost $300. He reviewed it, started chuckling. Breach of promise to marry isn't recognized in this state, and even in states that do, you'd need proof of financial loss caused by you. She has none. You didn't pay anything. So this goes nowhere. Nowhere fast. I'll draft a response for $700, basically telling her she has no case and further baseless action will lead to me seeking legal fees from her. Do it, he sent the letter. 2 weeks later, her lawsuit was withdrawn. But the harassment increased. She created a fake email account, Jennifer Stone 2024, and sent me long paragraphs. I hope you're pleased. I hope your new life is worth ruining mine. I had to move back with my parents. Back with my parents at 29 years old, because you took everything. You took the apartment. You took my security. You took my future. Everyone at work keeps asking about the wedding. Do you know how embarrassing that is? Some people thought I was making up being engaged. That's how abrupt it was. You didn't just leave me. You humiliated me. Blocked the email. She made another. Emily.cares888. My therapist says you're a narcissist. She says what you did is called stonewalling and it's abuse. You abused me by refusing to communicate. You abused me by leaving without notice. I'm in therapy because of you. I'm on anxiety meds because of you. But sure, enjoy your best life while I put the pieces together. Blocked that too. Her best friend DM'd me on Instagram. I'd created a new private account. She must have found it somehow. You're disgusting. Do you know she cries every day? She can't eat. She can't sleep. She's a shadow of herself, and you don't even care. You just moved on like she meant nothing. 3 years together and you discarded her like trash. I hope karma finds you. Blocked. Week 3, her dad appeared at my apartment building. Didn't have my unit number, but was shouting my name in the lobby. We need to talk man to man. Security called me. I went down. Sir, I've asked you multiple times not to come here. I drove 9 hours again. The least you can do is listen. I don't owe you anything. Leave or I'm calling the police. My daughter is devastated, devastated. You didn't just end the engagement. You humiliated her. You left her with an empty apartment and 2 weeks to find somewhere else. She had to beg us for money. She's 29 and living at home because of you. She's 29 and living at home because she spent 3 years telling me my feelings didn't matter. Actions have consequences. You could have talked to her, worked it out, but you ran away like a child. I tried talking multiple times. She shut me down every time, said I was too emotional. So I stopped talking. One argument. Not one argument, multiple, over months. She made it clear she didn't want to hear from me, so I gave her what she wanted. Security stepped between us. Sir, time to go. He left. But not before yelling, you're going to regret this. You're going to end up alone and miserable, and you'll realize what you lost. Maybe or maybe not. Week 4, received a call from the wedding venue. They were confused. We have your fiancé claiming you agreed to split the venue cost, and she wants us to pursue you for half the deposit. I never signed anything with you, never paid a deposit. Check your records. We have her mother's credit card and her signature, not mine. Then the debt is between you and them. I have no contract with you. She's claiming you verbally agreed. Verbal agreements aren't enforceable for this amount in this state. Talk to your lawyer if you don't believe me. They dropped it. But her mom sent me a certified letter. You are a thief. You are a liar. You are destroying our family. We will not stop until you pay us what you owe. We've contacted a lawyer. We've contacted the police. We've contacted everyone who knows you to tell them what kind of person you are. You will not escape this. Showed it to my lawyer. He sent them a cease and desist. $400 for that. If they contacted me again, we could pursue harassment charges. They stopped. Month 2. My ex learned where I worked, not from me. Someone must have told her, started calling the main office line. Reception kept informing her I'd requested no contact. She called anyway, 5 times in 1 week. HR got involved. Your ex-fiancé has been calling repeatedly. We need to handle this. I've blocked her everywhere. Told her not to contact me. She won't stop. We're going to send her a formal cease and desist from our legal team. If she contacts this office again, we'll pursue legal action. They sent it. She stopped calling. But she didn't stop trying. Received a LinkedIn message from her. She'd paid for premium just to message me. I know you hate me. I know you think I'm crazy. Maybe I am. But I miss you. I miss us. I'm sorry for what I said. I was stressed and I took it out on you. Can we please talk? Just once. I promise I'll leave you alone after. I just need closure. Didn't respond. She sent 8 more messages over the next week, each more desperate. Finally replied. You told me you were done hearing my feelings. I took you seriously. There's nothing to discuss. Move on. Blocked her on LinkedIn. Update 3. Month 3. Her best friend called my work line. Got through somehow. She's not eating. Did you know that? She's lost 20 pounds. She's so depressed she barely gets out of bed. Are you happy? Is this what you wanted? I wanted her to listen when I tried to communicate. She refused, so I left. Her mental health isn't my responsibility anymore. You don't just abandon someone you love. I abandoned someone who told me my feelings were a burden. Big difference. She was having a bad day. For 3 months. She was having a bad day for 3 months straight. Silence. That's what I thought. Hung up. Reported the call to HR. They blocked that number. Received an email from her mom's lawyer. Third one now. More threats about lawsuits. More claims about verbal agreements. More demands for money. My lawyer responded. Your client has filed and withdrawn 1 frivolous lawsuit already. Any further legal threats will result in countersuit for harassment. All claims have been proven baseless. Cease contact immediately. Never heard from that lawyer again either. Month 4. Mutual friend contacted me. Guy I'd known for years before meeting my ex. Dude, she's telling everyone you ghosted her with no warning, that you were fine one day and gone the next. Is that true? No, she told me repeatedly she was done hearing my feelings. That I was too emotional for a man, so I stopped telling her things, including that I got a new job and was moving. Holy shit, she's not mentioning that part. Of course not. What's she saying? That you left her high and dry. Took everything from the apartment. Left her homeless and broke. That you're refusing to pay her back for the wedding. I never agreed to pay for the wedding. Her parents paid. I was never asked to contribute. The apartment lease was in my name only. She was never on it. She had 2 weeks to figure it out, and I didn't leave her broke. She had her own income and savings. Man, the story she's telling is way different. People who get left usually rewrite history to make themselves the victim. Fair point. You doing okay, though? Better than okay. Best decision I ever made. Got a final certified letter from her dad week 17. Expected more threats. More demands. Instead, I owe you an apology. Last week I found some text messages on my daughter's old phone. Messages between her and her mother about the wedding planning. She said some things about you that I never knew, called you overly sensitive and exhausting to deal with, said she was training you to be less needy. I confronted her. She admitted she said those things you told me about being done listening to your feelings. I'm ashamed of her, and I'm sorry I blamed you. You did what you had to do. Good luck with your new life. Put that letter in a drawer. Didn't respond, but didn't discard it. My ex sent one final email last week, month 6 after the breakup. Subject, I understand now. I've been in therapy for 4 months. My therapist helped me see what I did. How I treated you. How I made you feel like your feelings didn't matter. She's right. I was wrong. I was controlling. I was dismissive. I damaged you and I'm sorry. I don't expect you to forgive me. I don't expect you to respond. I just wanted you to know that I get it now. I understand why you left. And I'm sorry I made you feel like you had to leave that way. I hope you're happy. Truly, take care of yourself. Read it 3 times. Felt nothing. Not anger, not satisfaction, just nothing. Didn't respond. Closed the email. Moved on with my day. As for me, life is pretty wonderful. New job gave me another raise. Performance bonus plus cost of living adjustment. Dating someone casually. She's a teacher. Smart. Funny. Empathetic. Actually asks about my day and listens to the answer. Novel concept. My apartment feels like home now. Bought new furniture, made it mine, have friends here. A life I genuinely enjoy. and I share my feelings when I have them, with people who actually want to hear them. My ex wanted a man who didn't have needs, who just handled things, silently, who kept his emotions to himself. She got exactly that, for 6 weeks while I planned my exit. Then she got nothing at all. Sometimes the best revenge is giving people precisely what they ask for, then walking away.